Hi and welcome. This is David Crago, and we're here with another Way to Work video. Today, we're going to take a look at a job journey that Jennifer Mayers has kind of done and gone through. And I'd like to kind of welcome Jennifer and appreciate her for being here. Jennifer, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you got hit by the pandemic as well, huh?
Absolutely.
Yes, you did. So, and in terms of your job journey and what you were looking to do, then and I know happened, but for the benefit of others, you were looking to kind of continue in it. You loved that kind of work, and that was something that you wanted to kind of continue and to try to kind of find some kind of other equal opportunity that would allow you to kind of use your skills. Correct?
Right. I've been involved since 2009, and because we would have to do in-home energy audits and education, that was definitely not encouraged and not advised throughout the pandemic. And then just the journey, the time it took in trying to get restarted, I feel like discouragement, just a lot of disappointment with just trying to figure out where to go next. And that just made the desire to go forward just seem really dim. So that's kind of where I was, just new to this area, the discouragement with where do I go next, feeling disappointment. I had this desire, but I was just hindered and I couldn't see a way forward to move on to the next step and to stay in the industry that I really enjoy working in.
Okay. So how did we help? What kind of things did you take advantage of? And what services were we able to help you with?
What I think the main thing, Dave, was just having a time to meet and just have encouragement. I think that it can get lonely trying to figure out how to do things. And there's so many, just for resumes. I mean, I had this resume format, but it wasn't as applicable to what I need to do currently. So you were able to look at my resume, give me some great parameters, just a totally different version. You would think with all the resume formats, but it was so fantastic. And I just needed something different, just somebody to look at my situation, see where I needed improvement. On some of the other social media platforms, people were saying, well, if you give us $300, we can get your profile up and running. That was an option for me at that time. So you were able to give me information about LinkedIn, help me with my resume and my cover letter, and just practicing to sell myself because of the discouragement. It's hard to sell yourself when you're feeling discouraged and you don't feel supported.
Yeah, and you kind of encapsulated it, and thank you, because I think you're right. And you recognized it early on, and, you were skilled and degreed and had the kind of the gumption, if you will, to really get out there and to go after what you needed and wanted. So kudos across the board for that. And I think you said a magical word for so many, and that people is learn to present yourself and learn to present, your skills and present them in a way that a future employer will kind of really gravitate and say, let's talk to Jennifer or others. And then, of course, once you get in there, to be able to be comfortable to be yourself and to be able to present yourself in such a way. So congratulations, and tell us a little bit about what you ended up doing, and did you get a job offer?
Yes, and I wanted to say another thing. The prep questions you gave me for the interview was so valuable because they had a different spin, but because I had practiced the resume questions, at least gave me something familiar to go off of. So I want to thank you again for sending the questions to prep me before my interview. My Zoom interviews. I want to thank you again for that.
Very happy to do that. And yeah, you tackled the virtual interview, the team interview all at one time, and was able to succeed. So again, congratulations on your end. So what's next for you? What did you kind of come out here that deserves applause?
Well, the state of Virginia offered me a job with their funding source. They're part of a regional greenhouse gas initiative. And that's funding that the utility companies
Yeah.
put into the ratepayers in Virginia. And I will be an inspector, compliance officer, is my official title, to making sure that the funds are being spent accurately in terms of the deserving households, and that the agencies that oversee the funding, that they are making sure that they're in compliance with all the rules and regulations. So I'll be actually going out to work with the contractors, same hand, making sure that all the stakeholders realize that the money is being spent carefully, transparency,
Mhm.
and just being able to, show the regional funding source that these funds are being appropriate where they need to be funded. So so in 2 weeks, I'll start my new position with the state of Virginia.
Fantastic. Well, kudos and congratulations for winning that. Again, you earned it. And it's really kind of extends your career background and leverages you into a new job. We'll be sorry to see you leave Columbus, but we wish you all the best and the most success out there. And again, thank you, Jennifer, for sharing some time with me. And for anyone else out there who is wants to get engaged and is a job seeker and looking for help and support, whether that's the things that Jennifer mentioned in terms of resumes and cover letters and presentation skills and interviewing, or really just kind of upskilling and being able to train for maybe that next job, consider us. And we're here to be a resource for you.